What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, World Boxing Council President Mauricio Sulaiman completely exposes and goes at undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, who has 23 wins, no losses, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 5'10", with a 70-inch arm reach, for his claims and constantly downplaying undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney, who has 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He's 23 years of age, 5'9.5", with a 72-inch arm reach. If you don't know, Ryan Garcia consistently downplays Devin Haney. He tells the world that Devin Haney is boring. He fought against Olympic gold medalist, British star, lightweight title contender Luke Campbell. And that was for the WBC mandatory position to fight Devin Haney, who was the WBC world champion. And Devin Haney was ringside, in which Ryan Garcia, after the fight, he claimed that, he was going to pursue undefeated 3-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. And if he didn't get a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, who's 27 wins, no losses, no draw, 25 wins by way of knockout, he is 27 years of age, 5'5", with a 67-inch arm reach, that he would then pursue to face off against Devin Haney, who he fought to be the mandatory. So I agree and disagree with Mauricio Sulaiman in his statements. But let's listen to what Mauricio Sulaiman had to say, shall we?
WBC champion. For him to say that is unfortunate. I don't think he really means that. I think it's just a protection statement about being jealous of whoever has the belts and him not being able to be there yet. But that was due to his own problems. WBC.
Exactly. That was due to his own problems. Now, I agree and disagree with Mauricio Sulaiman. And where I agree with is that he is jealous of Devin Haney, okay? He don't have the skill set and the talent that Devin Haney has. Ryan Garcia is very talented. Ryan Garcia has power. He has fast hands, okay? But he can't, move in the ring like Devin Haney. He cannot box like Devin Haney, okay? He's just not as slick and sharp as Devin Haney. Now, he does have skills. He does have fast hands, power in both hands, puts combinations together. I think he arguably has the best left hook, not named 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, who is the undisputed super middleweight in Saul Canelo Alvarez. Ryan Garcia left hook to the body is bar none, in my opinion. But with that said, I don't believe that he's jealous of Devin Haney to that magnitude, that he's just mad that Devin Haney beat him to the punch to get the WBC title. No, I think that he's actually hesitant to fight Devin Haney, right? He continues to let the world know how Devin Haney's style is boring, how it don't mix, how, the fans is not pleasing. People want to see knockouts. That's code word for I can't cut the ring off and I can't do what I want to do against Devin Haney, who's sharp, who's just as quick as I am. He's has longer arms than I do, has quicker feet. He has, he's only a half-inch taller than Devin Haney, and his only advantage is that people say Ryan Garcia has more power. Ryan Garcia, I do believe, has more power, but I do believe that's largely in part due to the fact that he sits down on all his punches. But I will give Ryan Garcia the edge in power over Devin Haney, but that's where the buck stops. Okay, Ryan Garcia hand speed looks faster than Devin Haney's because of Ryan Garcia sits down on all his punches, and you can consider him to be faster as far as the hand speed department. But ultimately, it comes down to timing, and Devin Haney has better timing than Ryan Garcia. Okay, and Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they have a history. They fought in the amateurs, and we know that Ryan Garcia, he likes to say they split it. 4 times they fought, and 2 times he won, 2 times Devin Haney won. And Devin Haney and his team, they completely disagreed, and they said that's not the case at all. And then you even have Ryan Garcia's father stated that they knocked Devin Haney out, okay, twice in the amateurs, right? Stood him up. In the amateurs, when you get buzzed, that's considered a knockout, right? You stood straight up, right? And so his dad stated that that's what took place. But Devin Haney came out and disputed it. Devin Haney's father, trainer, manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotion, Bill Haney, he came out, he disputed that, and Ryan Garcia, he came out, he said he don't remember that part, right? So, Devin Haney stated, I've never been knocked out, never been knocked down in my career. Has he been buzzed in his career? Absolutely. but has he been knocked down and knocked out? He stated never happened. Okay. So with that said, Mauricio Sulaiman, he feels like Ryan Garcia is just jealous. Okay, he said this is just a jealous act, jealous comment because Devin Haney beat him to the punch. Well, again, like I said, I don't believe that to be the case because Ryan Garcia, if that was the case, he could have took it from him. He became the mandatory for Devin Haney, right? So he could have easily just fought Devin Haney, took the belt from him, okay, and then he didn't have anything to worry about. So Mauricio Sulaiman, he goes on this interview on DAZN, and he tells the world that, he remember Ryan Garcia, boasting and bragging about the WBC belt, how he couldn't wait to be the WBC champion and, how beautiful the belt is. And now he's talking about belts don't matter, belts don't count, so Mauricio Sulaiman saying it's a jealous comment. No. I believe it's a comment because he knows what he's up against, okay? It's an avoiding comment, okay? That's what it is. It's a hesitant comment. What I mean by avoiding and hesitant, he downplays it. He tries to water it down so nobody pushes him to the fight with Devin Haney, okay? If he tells the world that, how boring Devin Haney is and that the belts don't matter and it has no credence, then guess what? Then people won't push him to, they say, yeah, Ryan don't even want those belts. So now that Devin Haney is undisputed and Ryan Garcia is saying the belts don't count, okay, so nobody's going to hold him accountable for wanting to go get those belts from Devin Haney. So that's what this is about. It's not, I do believe that, there is a part of jealousy that he wished that, he had the skill set. You know what I mean? That he can move. The fact that he continues to tell the world, that Devin Haney's style is boring. Okay. Well, that's code word again for you can't do what he can do in the ring. You can't move like he can move in the ring. And so you want to downplay his abilities and water down his skill set. Right. And then Ryan Garcia, he's on record saying that, Devin Haney is the best lightweight and he's saving Devin Haney for last. Okay. So he wants to hold off for the Devin Haney fight and he wants to save it for last. Again, code words for I'm not sure and I'm not confident that I could beat Devin Haney. Okay. Again, like I said, Devin Haney can match him in the department of speed, hand speed, skill set, but Devin Haney has a high ring IQ. Okay, Devin Haney, it has better timing, and timing beats speed. And Ryan Garcia is well aware that timing beats speed, and he knows Devin Haney extremely long arms, very fast hands, has the ability to counter Ryan Garcia. Okay, we'll see Ryan Garcia's punches coming. He's slick. And Ryan Garcia understands that. Ryan Garcia, he's pushing for this fight with Gervonta Tank Davis because Gervonta Tank Davis is significantly smaller than Ryan Garcia is, okay? He's only 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. So Ryan Garcia, he sees that as an advantage. He thinks that he's going to have a distinct advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis, which will see him, beat Gervonta Tank Davis. He feels like as long as I stay away from Gervonta Tank Davis's power, I don't have nothing to worry about. He feels like he has the edge in height, arm reach, hand speed, So that's what he's banking on when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis. But Gervonta Tank Davis has a very high ring IQ. He's a far underrated, grossly underrated boxer because everybody's just enamored with Gervonta Tank Davis's power. So he don't get enough credit for his ability to box, his ability to make adjustments, his ability to fight in any which manner you put him in, any situation you put him in. He can fight in the pocket. He can fight mid-range. He can fight on the outside. He can close the gap. He can fight on the back foot. He can fight coming forward. He can fight laterally, right? He just don't get enough credit for the way he sets up his knockouts. Everybody's enamored with the knockout itself, but not too many people give him credit for the way he sets up the knockout, okay? And so with that said, I think that Ryan Garcia is drastically underestimating Gervonta Tank Davis and his abilities, and I think that ultimately if this fight is made by the end of the year, I think Gervonta Tank Davis is going to knock out Ryan Garcia. Exciting fight. He's young. He's hungry. That being Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia is perceived to be a diva, okay? Not too many people believe in Ryan Garcia because of his social media following, his Instagram followers. And, he has endorsements. He's perceived to be, a celebrity that boxes, not so much a boxer that's a celebrity. And he's trying to, every time he steps in the ring, he wants to, he wants to change that notion. He wants to change that mindset and that perception of himself. But in order for him to do that, he feels like Gervonta Tank Davis is the perfect opponent to do it. but he's going to stay very, very clear of Devin Haney. Believe that. So when Mauricio Sulaiman says that he's jealous of Devin Haney, I don't believe it's so much of him being jealous. I believe it's so much of him being hesitant. He know Devin Haney beat him to that belt, and he have to go through Devin Haney to get it, and he ain't confident he could do it. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Follow me on Instagram, Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jada Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.